Welcome to the FighterZ Gaming channel. I'm the host, FighterZ Zombie. Sorry I've been away for a while. Terrible asthma. Every time I take a breath or go to speak, I'd cough like mad. I can't do videos like that. It's terrible at work as well, trying to do my job. But I'm back, everything's cool. And E3 has just been, so I'm going to run you down a few of the games that I've seen I think you should keep an eye on. First up was EA in their press conference. Personally, I'm not going to lie, wasn't really all that. Didn't really show much. Loads of sports, which is great for the sports fans, just not much else for the rest of the fans, unfortunately. They only showed two new games, should I say. One was Anthem, which we'll talk about later. Another one is A Way Out by Hazelight, the same guy that made A Brother, A Tale for Two Sons. If you haven't played that game, go play it, it's really good. It is a co-op jailbreak game, shall we say. So you're in a prison and you have to escape. The whole game is split screen. That's how you play it. So you can play it on the couch or you can play it online. But doesn't matter how you play it, the game will be split screen. So you'll be able to see what your other partner is doing. Interesting concept, looks really good. The trailer looks really nice. So I'd definitely keep an eye on that. Everything I talk about will be linked in the description below. Next up was Microsoft, and damn, they just went straight in. New console, here you go. From Scorpio, which was the project name, it is now the Xbox One X. Comes out November 7th worldwide. And right now we only have the American price, which is $499. Probably about $4.49 in pounds. Probably the same in euros, $4.49. That's expensive. I know it can apparently do native 4K, 60 frames a second. It's got a 4K Blu-ray player in it and all that jazz, but that's £100 more expensive. $100, €100, more than the PlayStation 4 Pro. The main problem I think they'll have, admittedly whether the games look nice or not, different story, but it's not just that, it's well, if everyone's already got an Xbox One, or a PlayStation 4, or a PlayStation 4 Pro, why are you going to spend an extra £100 more just because it looks better? Now, we know the hardcore, yes, the hardcore are going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. Anyone listening to this, they're probably going to buy it because you're hardcore, you buy pretty much everything the game's going to release. That's what we do. But it's not the hardcore where they make the most of their money. It's the average Joe. Now, let's be honest, is the average mum, dad, grandma, granddad, when they buy a new console for their son, daughter, nephew, or whatever, are they going to want to spend the $100 more on a new Xbox One X? Probably not. The other thing is that their friends or whoever who they're going to play with probably already got a console. Could possibly be a PS4 because there's more of them in the world in general. So it's going to be a hard sell for the average consumer. We know the hardcore buy it, as I said, but the average consumer, which is where they make most of their money, it's going to be a hard sell. Until the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X are the only consoles around, the average consumer is going to buy the cheaper one. Because let's be honest, we're all trying to save money. We're not looking to spend loads of money, so the average consumer is not going to buy it. So I don't know if that's the best idea in the world. It could come down in price within a year, who knows? But there you go. But it looks good. We saw a demo. One of the first games I showed was Anthem. Oh my god, that looks incredible. EA, thank you. Finally, an awesome game. Anthem looks wicked. It looks, I don't know if it's set on Earth or foreign planet, who knows. But it looks like that you are the last few civilizations, so human beings, shall we say, in a walled city. And the player you play at is the last, hero, shall we say, to try and save humanity. You go in exosuits and you go out in the world. The demo starts off a little bit of talking. Facial animation looks a lot better than Mass Effect Andromeda, so thank God for that. It is made by BioWare. Same developer, different team. These are the guys that made the original Mass Effect trilogy. So, fingers crossed, everything's all good. But yeah, you start off in the beginning, some talking, jump in a suit, you go out to the edge and you just jump off the edge. Bye-bye. You can fall straight down to the ground. You got a jetpack, you can fly around, you've got guns and weapons. It looks awesome. Definitely something that I'm definitely going to buy on first release. As I said, trailers are down below. Click that link, look at the trailer. It looks good. It's a vertical slice, so everything in that game, everything in that trailer will be in the game. Maybe not in the context it is in the trailer. The trailer is designed to give you the best possible scenario. There's a really good section. He's flying along, and you see a herd of animals run underneath. It just looks majestic. It looks awesome. Will that happen in the actual game? Don't know, probably not. Unless it's a scripted event that you have to fly that way, that may not happen. So that nice piece of scenery that you see, you may not see that in the game. But it looks amazing. Now, it says in-engine. It doesn't say whether it's running directly on not PS4, Xbox One X at the time. It could have been captured on one of them. It could be captured on PC with Xbox One X settings. They didn't specify. But either way, it should run and look similar. Keyword being similar to what you see in the trailer, okay? We've all been burnt before. No Man's Sky, for example. The way that looks and then the way it actually plays. Watch Dogs, even The Witcher 3, unfortunately. CD Projekt Red, as awesome as they are, had to downgrade for the actual console game release. So take it with a pinch of salt, whatever you see, and however it looks, because it's not always the final product. But it looks amazing. Anthem looks good. Definitely something that I should say, keep it on your radar. Take a look. Next one is Metro Exodus. Metro series, something close to my heart. I really like them. Really good. The Darwin, once again, looks amazing. You're not in the Metro Underground anymore. Something has happened, and now you're just scurrying around the top on the way to the east to try and survive. The story details were a little bit limited. They also released some more. But it's not going out to 2018, so we got a little while to wait. We'll get some drip feed us some information gradually as the year go by. So definitely cool. Battleground PlayerUnknown. That is coming to Xbox One. If you haven't played it on PC, it's a battle royale game. Literally, 100 of you are dropped in a map, and the last one standing wins. You got to find weapons. You got to find some shelter to try to survive. Everyone's trying to kill everyone. You can jump in the cars. You can jump on the bikes. You'll pick up random bits of debris from the floor. Awesome game. I'll link you some gameplay that I've seen in the description below. It's really good, and it's going to Xbox One. And there's going to be Xbox One X upgrades later on in 2017. So the game comes out soon, Xbox One, and there'll be some upgrades for it too, which will be kind of cool. Next game is Deep Rock Galactic. Basically, you are 4 dwarf miners, and you go to planets, and you just mine their resources. It looks like awesome fun. Think a little bit like, it looks a little bit like Minecraft. A little bit. It's not exactly the same, but it looks similar. 4-player co-op, and yeah, you've got to collect minerals and things. You are intergalactic dwarf miners, basically. It looks really fun, looks really cool. That's coming to Xbox One as well. I think it's coming out to Steam Early Access soon as well. Keep an eye out for that. Once again, put in the description below. State of Decay 2. Haven't played the first one? Go grab it. Available on Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC. Go get it. It's a zombie game. It's fun. The first game is single player only. This new one, State of Decay 2, is going to be multiplayer. So you play, it looks like up to 4 friends. Got to survive, build shelters. It's zombies. Simple as sells it to me. Once again, links in the description below. Have a look. The Darwin project. That looked interesting. It looks like a cartoon style Hunger Games. On the website, it's basically called a survival asymmetry multiplayer. It looks awesome. It looks different, I must say. That's why I'm so intrigued. It looks really good. It looks really different. Not many details have been released about it yet, but it's coming to Xbox One, and it's exclusive. So I don't know how long for, but it looks interesting. Definitely keep that on your radar. Next up, unfortunately, Banco Namdai. That was terrible. Bandai Namco, get it right. Someone on their Japanese website leaked the game early. This is Dragon Ball FighterZ. It was leaked about 10 hours before it was announced at E3, unfortunately. So that was a little mix up. But it looks amazing. It's developed by Arc System Works, guys that made Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue. They are awesome fighting game creators. And this is going to be a 2.5D fighter. So a Dragon Ball Z game in 2.5D. I've been waiting for this for ages. It looks incredible. Go watch the trailer. It looks good. Definitely awesome. Once again, 2018. Unfortunately, that's a trend with a lot of these games. 2018. But it looks good. Definitely keep it on your scope. If you like Dragon Ball Z, or like anime fighters in general, you'll definitely like this one. Next one that caught my eye was The Last Night. described as a cinematic platformer set in a post-cyberpunk world. It looks really good. I saw an interview with one of the developers, and when you talk to people and find out different things, if you decide to just walk off in the middle of a conversation, the game will remember that. So when you come back to go speak to them, they will be annoyed or angry at you. It looks good, it looks amazing. Not many details about it just yet, but it's a persistent world. They also said that sometimes you play as a detective, I think they said, that you might have to come back at night time, or maybe sometime during the day, to find out different things, because maybe there's police around, or maybe there's someone snooping around that you don't want to see you doing whatever you're doing. It's interesting, definitely interesting. Keep that on your radar. Code Vein, this was actually announced earlier in the year. They showed some gameplay. It's basically a futuristic post-apocalyptic dystopia that's channeling vampires and Dark Souls goodness is the best way to describe it. That's a long word, I know. But it looks good. It looks interesting. Gameplay is definitely Dark Souls with vampires, shall we say, in a post-apocalyptic world. That'll pretty much be it. It's the best thing to do, really. It looks good. It looks awesome. It's made from the same guys that made God Eater. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Personally, I've never heard of it. Not sure. But hey, who knows? Could be good. It looks amazing. We saw some more Sea of Thieves. That was good. Pirate goodness. Who doesn't want to loot and plunder with your friends? That is pretty cool. Not much more gameplay than we saw from before. So, yeah, just looks good. Looks good. Definitely interested in the pirate games. Who doesn't want to be a pirate? You know. Next up was Super Lucky's Tale. It's a 3D platform and it looks gorgeous. It looks so gorgeous. It's exclusive to Xbox as well, and it does. It looks really nice. It looks really gorgeous. Definitely check that out. If you've got a son or daughter that wants to play a platformer, or if you're nostalgic for Banjo-Kazooie, and maybe Ukulele didn't scratch that itch for you, maybe this will. Who knows? Next one up was Terry Crews promoting Crackdown 3. That's it. Sold. I'm sorry, if you don't like Terry Crews, what's wrong with you? Simple as. You can tell me anything. It looked awesome. They showed the single player portion. A lot less destruction than single player. They've said that the multiplayer is where all the destruction happens, because a lot of it's sent to the cloud, and it does its computations there, that comes back, and everything gets destroyed. But single player, not as much destruction, unfortunately. But yeah, Terry Crews in the other. They also said Terry Crews is going to be in the game as well, so that's it. Sold. Simple as. And if you don't buy it, what's wrong with you? Come on, it's Terry Crews, for God's sake. Next game was Ashen. It's an exclusive game made by Aurora 44. It's a third-person action RPG about forging relationships, is what it says on their website. It looks like it's set in some fantasy world. It looks really good. It looks really different. They didn't release a lot of details about it. There's a couple of interviews and things. I'll try and link them in the description below. But it looks interesting. It's a light cel-shaded game, shall we say? Not quite like Borderlands, but not quite like Journey, kind of like in between. It looks really good. There's a passive multiplayer, so you'll meet other people that are playing their game as well, but they'll have their own agendas and things. It looks interesting, definitely interesting. Yeah, definitely keep it on your radar. Next up was Anthem, which I already told you guys about. God damn, that thing was amazing. I did want a Dead Space 4, but never mind. Who knows? Maybe we'll get it next year, eh? But Anthem definitely is good. Keep it on your radar. And it's multiplayer, so it's going to be awesome. Come on. Next up was Bethesda. Only 2 new games, unfortunately, but everything Bethesda showed, everything they showed at their press conference, was coming out by the end of 2017. That is how it should be done. Everyone else, take note. That is how it should be done. The first game that caught my eye, Evil Within 2. First one's great. Second one's going to be awesome. Made by Shinji Murakami, the guy that made Resident Evil. It is sold to me, it's done. And it's Bethesda. They don't normally make bad games. Well, I guess that's subjective, you know. But still, Evil Within 2 looks amazing. The next new game, by the way, these are sequels, not actually brand new IPs, unfortunately. Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus. More run and gun, awesome, killing, nasty action. That is it. Looks awesome. Simple as. If you don't like shooting dudes in the face, the game isn't for you. If you like shooting dudes in the face, the game's for you. Simple as. Next up, if you haven't seen their show, because it wasn't publicized a lot, unfortunately, but Devolver Digital, their press conference, amazing. Hands down, they win the E3 press conference award, okay? It was amazing. I'll link in the description below. It's incredible. It's awesome. Definitely watch it. Hilariously funny. I was laughing all the way through. The only game that they showed, which I saw, which I really liked, was the Sword of Ditto. It looked like a Link to the Past, shall we say? That type of style. Top-down. Multiplayer. I guarantee that developers were definitely influenced by Link to the Past. Link Between Worlds, a Zelda style game. It looks good. It looks awesome. And it's multiplayer. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on that and pick it up if you're looking for a new Zelda style game. Next up was the PC Gamer conference. Unfortunately, PC Gamers conference in general pretty much just showed all the games running on PC. That's pretty much it. Nothing really brand new. One of the things that was announced that was new is Tripwire doing their events, their seasonal events for Killing Floor 2. This one is the Summer Sideshow. It's basically a terrible, messed up carnival place with like monkeys and dead people and things. It looks amazing. It looks awesome. If you already own Killing Floor 2 on PC, get it. It's out now. You just update your game and that's it. Summer event is out. You'll get 2 new guns, a sharpshooter gun and a shotgun. Unfortunately, the names escape me right now. But if you update it, you'll get it, and the guns actually stay. They're not part of the event. The guns will stay through the entire thing. So once the event's gone, you'll still keep the new guns that they've released, which is kind of cool. Other than that, the only other thing I saw, which was good, was Destiny. Damn, Destiny 2 running at 4K, 60 frames a second. It looks amazing. PC guys, they're going to love it. Definitely going to love it. You guys have definitely got the best of the games there, shall we say. It looks amazing. It looks incredible. Definitely something to marvel at. And if you've got a nice big PC that'll run it, definitely get Destiny 2 on PC. Looks amazing. Next was Ubisoft. They released quite a few new IPs in general. The only thing that really caught my mind was Skull and Bones, a pirate game. I know, right? 2 pirate games in the space of like not much time at all. It's amazing. It's a PvP pirate game, so multiplayer. You and your pirate friends were against someone else and their pirate friends. You get to ram your boat and fire at them and jump on ship and things. It looks cool. It's interesting. Not everyone will like it. I don't know if it's going to have any single player mode at all, which is a shame because there needs to be more pirate games in general. There really does. There isn't enough of them. Yeah, Ubisoft, you're listening? More pirate games? I'm not going to complain about that. The next up was a game that they said was never going to be shown at the E3, Beyond Good and Evil 2. I never played the first one. I heard it's amazing. But the trailer for the second one, oh god, looks amazing. Looks incredible. And you get to go to space. It's actually a prequel to the original game. I know it's got a 2 at the end, that's kind of weird, but oh well, whatever. You can create your own characters in it, and you can play multiplayer. It looks awesome, it looks cool, it looks good. As I say, I never played the first Beyond Good and Evil, so I don't know the premise of the story in general, but for what I saw that trailer, looked awesome, looked good. Keep it on your radar. Always a good multiplayer game to play with friends. Sony were up next. They had Hidden Agenda, a crime thriller game, which you're playing on the PS4, which you can also play with 4 friends. It's really weird. Everyone uses their phone. Well, that's what you see on the trailer anyway. Everyone uses their phone, and you can press and do different things, like as the game's going along. So if you're what was it they showed in the trailer? They showed an investigation. So you can question someone. As you're questioning someone, everyone else can push their own buttons on their phone, which will change different things, which is kind of cool. It looks interesting, so I definitely keep that in mind. It's a different take on a single-player multiplayer game, I must say. Days Gone, zombie game, looks awesome. Simple as, there you go. More zombies, can't go wrong with more zombies, can you? It looks awesome, it does look good. Let's show some more gameplay. Channeling its Last of Us theme, shall we say, definitely. It looks good, definitely looks good. Next one up was Capcom with their Monster Hunter Worlds. Looks good. So basically, it looks like co-op Monster Hunter on PS4. Finally, everyone wanted a proper co-op, big style Monster Hunter game, and we've got it. So yeah, definitely good. Hopefully Capcom don't do their usual stick and mess the game up. Hidden DLC, half-arse it, shall we say. We shall see. Next one's up was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Infinity, that's right. And yeah, it looks good. It's Marvel vs. Capcom. They always make good games. As long as they don't do the same as they did with Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, and only release multiplayer for it, which would be terrible. It looks good. You can actually play the story demo right now. If you've got PS4, go download it. It's Marvel vs. Capcom. It's a fighting game. It looks good. It looks awesome. It looks nice. Simple as. Definitely picked that up. Next one was Star Child, which looked really good. This is a PSVR title, okay? So if you haven't got PlayStation VR, unfortunately you can't play this one. But it looks good. It looks like a cyberpunk-ish side-scroller. Looked very good, looked very nice. They shared some gameplay in the actual trailer as well. Not a lot of details released about it, as always with these E3 things. But it looks good, definitely keep it on your radar. Next one was the Inpatient. Now that looked good. It is a prequel to Until Dawn. If you haven't played Until Dawn on the PS4, play that. And then, unfortunately, Inpatient is PSVR only. Once again, a little bit annoying if you haven't got PSVR, but if you haven't got PSVR, grab it and play it. It's a crime thriller. Looks good. Looks different. There you go. And the next one was a Bravo Team. Bravo Team is basically a military shooter in VR. It looks good. It looks different. Who doesn't want to play a military shooter in VR? There isn't really many of them yet anyway. It looks good. Just the thing Counter-Strike with VR, I guess. One of the best things to do. Next one was Moss. Once again, PSVR. If you haven't got PlayStation VR, unfortunately you can't play it. But Moss looks good. Top-down Zelda-style game. You play as a little mouse. It looks good. Looks very good. Looks interesting. So definitely keep that on your radar. And last but not least was God of War. God of War looks amazing. They're rebooting the series. If you haven't played the original God of War, go and pick it up now. You can get a PS3 for 50 quid. You can get the game for a tenner, and there you go. Play through the first 4 games, I think it was. Play through them, you'll love them, you'll enjoy them, and then get ready for the new God of War. Looks good. Nintendo did a few things, but nothing, unfortunately, personally of note. I mean, everything Nintendo does is gold anyway, but nothing I was crazy excited about. All these titles here I've read out, I'm definitely very excited about. Something to note and to mention, Ubisoft and Nintendo teamed up to make a Kingdom Battle, I think it was called. Rabbids and Mario together. It looks interesting. I'm not so sure if I care too much. More about the Rabbids than Mario, because everyone loves Mario, let's be honest. But yeah, Rabbids. Yeah. Sorry, Ubisoft. Guess I was expecting more. What are you going to do, eh? But there you go. What about you? What did you see at E3? What you liked? What did you like? What didn't you like? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what else you're looking forward to. And also, if there's any other games that were mentioned at E3 that I didn't mention that you think people should know about, let me know. Click a thumbs up if you liked it. If you disliked it, put a thumbs down, but put in the description as well why you didn't like it. I'm going to try to make my content better. You can catch me on Twitter at FTZombie. I've been the Fire Thunder Zombie for the Fire Thunder Gaming channel. Remember, if it ain't Fire or Thunder, it ain't gaming. Catch you later.